Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Turning the Verge. I'm Crystal Nettles, and here with me today are members of the band We Are the Pilots. We have Tyler, Davey, and Kyle. Welcome, guys.
Hello. Thanks for having us.
Well, thank you guys for being here. So, it's an interesting band name. How did you come up with it?
Actually, it was these two in a garage, I believe.
Yeah, we were, basically how it started was we were just trying to create some weird, funny noises with our keyboards, and it just kind of gave off this kind of like spacey atmosphere, so it's like, how can our name relate to space? So Pilots came about, and then eventually we tacked on We Are the Pilots.
We wanted to be called The Pilots, but there was already a band called The Pilots, so Davey tagged on the We Are, and then and that's how it became. Yeah.
So what kind of music do you guys play?
Like we said, we try to do some sort of spacey, sort of atmospheric sort of stuff with a song structure and sort of, interesting melodies. It's been described as a jangle pop.
Jangle pop.
I'm not exactly sure what that means.
What's jangle?
I don't know.
It's like acoustic. It's like catchy acoustic indie rock, like with spacey sounds.
Yeah.
Random.
Random stuff in it. Yeah.
So now, is your music similar to the band of The Pilots at all?
We actually have no idea who that
is.
I've
never heard that band.
We just Googled.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't get mistaken for them?
No. Actually, our biggest problem is the band...
Shiny Toy Guns.
Yeah, Shiny Toy Guns. They released an album called We Are Pilots, and that's messed up our Google search.
Yeah, if you try to Google us, it just comes up with Shiny Toy Guns.
Yeah, you have to put the...
So We Are the Pilots.
Yeah. So the question becomes, do they have a larger following, and has it helped you at all?
Oh, I don't know.
I wouldn't say so.
I would love to think that some of their fans have mistaken us for... They're pleasantly surprised, maybe. I don't know.
Well, as long as, they don't go from you to them.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So you mentioned the type of music do you play now. Is it just instrumental, or are there vocals involved?
Oh no, there are vocals.
I sing, and Kyle does backup harmonies on it. We actually just started singing harmonies. We just learned how. I don't know.
Like a year ago.
Yeah. So
we're not. Neither of us.
We're getting better.
Neither of us are singers.
But it's a
work in progress.
Harmonies are like a huge part of our band. We put as many harmonies in our music as we possibly can. So that was a necessity. We needed to learn that to take it to the next level. So
I imagine, Davey, you aren't the only one playing an instrument in this band.
No.
That would be interesting. Although there are some that are just guitars, but I imagine you guys play an instrument as well, correct?
Yeah, I play bass for the most part, and
I play the acoustic guitar.
What about you?
And I've been playing drums for the band for the last couple of years, or since we've been together, but I've actually been playing a lot of guitar recently as we're trying to record our new record. So a mixture of a couple different things.
Interesting. And how did you guys learn? I know you guys aren't singers, but you have a large background in playing instruments?
Well, actually, the three of us were all in a different band when we were in high school, and that's how we basically learned how to play any instruments. These two are just naturally good at anything they pick up. But I played guitar in that band, and I was actually the lead singer in that band, and we did that for 5 years or something like that.
That's how we met.
Yeah, we all met that way, and that really helped us develop musically. We went from playing, 3-chord punk rock to, by the end of that band, it was like we incorporated ska, reggae, synth parts, lots of stuff, and then it just kind of progressed from there.
So have you kind of gotten more mellow as the years have gone on?
Matured, maybe?
I think matured's a better word. Yeah.
So when you guys were in high school, was band the cool thing to do, or was that not the cool thing to do?
Well, I'm 4 years older than them, so there was only one other band I remember in high school, but by the time they were seniors, it seemed like everybody had bands. And then the high school actually hosted
we started that.
Yeah, we totally started that. And the high school even hosted a few Battle of the Bands on campus and stuff like that, which we totally won twice.
2 years in a row.
Yes.
Congratulations. What did you
Don't
did you
leave me
win
hanging
anything
on.
beside the title or?
$200.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
200 bucks.
So
$200,
being in high
yeah.
school,
That's
that's
about
Yeah.
that's the last time we got paid to play. Actually.
So how long have you guys been together?
Well, playing together since freshman year,
in high
so
school.
Yeah.
that must
We
have
were
been 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Was when we first started playing together. But this band that we're working on now, We Are the Pilots, has probably been about close to 2 years, I would say.
Yeah,
Wow.
approaching. Yeah.
And now do you guys have any albums out? Yeah, you having one coming up?
Yeah, we have one album out that we recorded about this time last year. We released it in January of this year. It's called Neon Atmosphere. And we recorded it all on our own in a warehouse space that Tyler basically did all the engineering, all the recording. He even built out of office cubicles a vocal booth. And that's how we did
Wow.
everything. We just do everything on our own, basically.
We just try to do it for as cheap as possible. There's so much technology out there now that you can make a good record for
$30.
That's a really good price.
I think we the most we spent on that record was like making it was probably $150.
Yeah, maybe.
And then we pressed it, so we spent money on pressing.
Yeah.
But to actually record the record was probably $150 or something.
Wow.
Yeah,
Have you always been crafty?
Yeah.
This guy has.
I mean, I guess my dad's a pretty crafty guy, so
guy
I
makes-
guess I've always been crafty. But I just took up like audio engineering and stuff like that towards the end of our old band because we started to record on our own and things like that because we got frustrated with dealing with studios that would rip you off or people that take your music and turn it into something that you weren't really thinking you wanted. And I don't like when people like take control of the songs that I write. So I needed a way to be able to like have full control over it. So I decided I was going to learn how to do it all myself, and that's what I did. And so we did that one like that, and now we're actually recording an EP exactly like that in my room. Probably for even cheaper than the last one, but it sounds really good, and we're pretty excited about it. So
when is that album gonna come out?
End of November.
we should be done recording by the end of November. We're gonna do all the pressing and everything like that on our own, I think, and it should be interesting.
So when you're getting the word out, what do you do? Where do you go to?
Well, MySpace and Facebook are huge parts of promotion, and we have Twitter and just about any social networking site where you could promote. We've signed up to be a part of, and I usually run all of that myself. And we make flyers too and stuff like
we
that.
all have a role in the band.
Yeah,
So
mine is that stuff. Oh, and
Kyle
bass.
is like technical.
He's our
you know,
PR guy.
Yeah, I'm
Very
the
nice.
PR guy.
and Davey and I we write and record and do more of the musical things.
I was just gonna ask you. I mean, they got their hidden talents. So what's yours?
I don't know. I feel like I have a big part in the composition of the music as far as laying it down. Recording for us is a very spontaneous thing. We kind of just go in with an idea and we just add on until it's finished. We don't really go in there with a finished song. So I feel like, we're when I'm in there, I, composer along with both these guys.
So what are
Very
your
good.
songs about?
It's a good question.
Well, some songs are pretty personal. New Scars is a
Yeah.
pretty personal song.
Which we're gonna play
Yeah.
for you tonight.
But some of the songs, like the new EP, the idea of the whole EP, it's called Opiolet, which is a made-up word, which is
Well,
also
it's a made-up galaxy.
It's a made-up galaxy.
It's a made-up word, but
We made up this galaxy, and we were
Because you may as well go all out if you're making stuff
Right,
up. You know,
like,
why
Let's make up
stop?
our whole world.
making a whole
Yeah.
world of stuff. So we have songs about really spacey, sort of weird ideas.
I think what the EP represents to us is at least the name Opiolet is kind of like the places in our minds that like people like kind of the darker places because this is a darker record for us. Our first record, Neon Atmosphere, was very poppy and very happy, and this one is it's definitely got more of a mood to it, a darker mood. And so I think it represents that for us. It's kind of a darker side, I guess.
Now, what made you go to that dark side? Does it reflect anything going on in life?
Well, like I said, when we originally started, we were kind of just messing around with different keyboards and synthesizers, trying to get weird sounds and stuff. And then when we had incorporated the whole band, we tried to get more of the rock and roll element. We had, 2 guitars, a drums, a bass, and a singer. So we made that first album, which is kind of our more rock and roll effort, and then this one is kind of the more stripped down, like, us 3 in the studio, just playing, the stuff that comes into our heads, rather than, the rock and roll kind of songs we were playing.
And that dark side just sort of came out of that.
Yeah, I think it came out of the fact that there's only, us 3 involved in the writing process, and whereas in the past record it was 5. And I think it's a little bit, I think a dark mood is more of like an intimate thing. When you have 5 people, it's harder to kind of find your dark side. So
yeah, you want to keep everything all happy and light.
Yeah, exactly, because you don't want to let too much out in front of everyone else. But the 3 of us have known each other for so long that going
I would say
into that emotional place is okay.
This new EP is definitely more personal and kind of more natural, just us making the music as opposed to just doing rock and roll songs.
Now, is it something that your current fans are still going to like, or are you worried at all about losing any of them?
That conversation has come up. We're kind of like, how are we going to take this? But like I said, for us, this new record feels really natural. So if people don't like it, like, we really can't just say anything. Like, we tried our hardest. This is what we wanted it to sound like. So I mean, if it gets a good response, bad response, we don't know yet. But I mean, there's nothing we really could have changed about it. It's just that's what came out.
Exactly, and that's why we play music together. Is because we're just trying to get out the ideas that we have in our heads. We're not necessarily playing because we're trying to keep fans or get more fans or whatever. We're just trying to make music together. I mean, we've been doing it for a long time now. It's what we've done for stress relief. I mean, it's how we get through our days. Music is our life. So
now, Davey, you mentioned things are kind of spontaneous when you write, but when you come up with a song, when you write something, is that it, or do you guys go back and say, oh, I like this lyric better, and change it?
Oh, definitely. There's definitely an editing process to it.
Your other hidden talent.
Critic, right?
Nothing.
Yeah, I can never. It's hard to get a finished product sometimes because we just want to keep adding stuff on and we keep getting new ideas. But what we've been working on recently, especially with this CD, is saying like, all right, we're almost done. We just got to finish it. Like, we can't add any more stuff on.
Yeah, we have to like put a cap on it after a while. We're like,
otherwise, we'll have like an orchestra by the time we're done.
We'll have like 2 albums.
Well, now the other album came out in January, and it seems like this is kind of a quick process to have another album out, or maybe I'm just I don't know anything about music. Is this normal, or is this fast?
It's kind of quick.
It's pretty quick compared to like the other bands that we play with. Who's released a record and then released one in almost the same year.
It's true, but we've never, really. I've always I always realize that we're kind of doing things a lot differently than the other bands. And it may not be the right thing. We may be
it may definitely not be the right way to do it.
Wrong.
And maybe
but that's just what we do.
As opposed to the other bands who maybe will have 1 or 2 main songwriters, like we have 3 people that are coming in with full-length songs, almost saying, "Hey, check out this new song. Check out this new song." So it's kind of like we come up with material pretty quick.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So when you guys were younger, did you know that music was something you wanted to do?
I think we all felt it. I mean, we think back to those early days, and we have nothing but really great fond memories, and that those early days just inspired us to keep going, And for these 2, it's like I can't imagine them doing anything other than playing music all the time, but that's why I like to play with them. So.
Awesome, and you guys are at chorus, correct? What songs are we going to hear?
We're going to be playing Mother Mary. It's coming up on our album called New Scars.
Awesome. Well, guys, stick around because we're going to come right back with We Are the Pilots with those 2 songs.
me on the shoulders, you know I did sing along. As I walk through the pearly gates, the streets are made of gold, and on the ground you cried for me, my picture you did hold. I've been defeated, my body is lying still, and on your back you carry me from this violent hill. Oh, oh, my body is lying still, and on the ground you cried for me, my picture you did hold. I have been defeated, my body is lying still, and on your back you carry me from this violent hill.
Wow, guys, that was awesome. Where can people go to hear more of your music?
We have a MySpace. It's myspace.com/wearethepilots777.
Where'd the 777 come from?
I think that was because Davey actually made the original MySpace.
Yeah, the URL wasn't available, so we had to tack some kind of numbers, something on there. And 7's my favorite number. So it's not a religious thing, 777. People might get that thing for like a Christian band.
You're not godly.
Yeah,
no. Especially with the darker outline.
Yeah. We're not
like a Christian band.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so someone stole your name. Does that bother you at all?
Well,
they didn't
yes.
steal it, but you know.
We hate them.
Yeah.
Do you know who those people are? Have you checked out their page?
No, actually, I don't think we have.
No,
It's never been an issue. I don't think
I don't know if it exists anymore.
You got to spam their page with advertisements with your band. And you mentioned you're on Facebook and Twitter as well?
Yep. Twitter and Facebook. If you just search "We Are the Pilots," I'm sure it'll come up.
So now, if people want to hear your music live, can they do that? Do you play anywhere?
Oh yeah, we play actually quite a lot. Up until this month, or October, I should say, we were playing like 2 or 3 shows every month, and we play at places like Detroit Bar, Gypsy Lounge, Chain Reaction, AAA Electro 99. We played the Plush Cafe in Fullerton. Where else have we played?
Continental Room.
The Continental Room. That's one of our favorite.
Just a lot of
places,
local bars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So can people check out your MySpace page, Facebook page to see what's coming up?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. And can they get updates at all, or subscribe?
Yeah, we've actually been keeping up with some video updates with the recording process when we're in his room, just slaving away at the in the studio. This guy's created some pretty funny videos that we've been putting up there.
Awesome. Do your neighbors mind that you're
I haven't heard anything, but I don't know.
They're secretly plotting their
it's
revenge.
possible that
I think they'd like us.
they're getting angry.
Well, let's hope not.
Yeah.
Let's hope that they're fans. Let's hope that they're ordering your CD. They
Yeah.
could be secretly, watching you at your events.
The last CD that we made, we put in their mailboxes.
Yeah.
So maybe that.
Yeah, that's nice. Like, this is
a
why
nice
we were
piece
so
of-
loud.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
So.
Well, guys, if you want to check them out, make sure you visit their MySpace at We Are the Pilots 777, right?
Yeah.
Hear their music, watch their videos, order their CD, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for
Thank
being
you.
Thank
here.
you.
And
Thanks
good
a
luck
lot.
with everything.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And every staircase leads to a mansion door, full of the party life and Hollywood whores. Their personalities are bland and forged. You were meant for so much more. And liquor flows like the mouth of a gorge as your stomach spews onto the floor. They can see what you are, but I know what you were. You lie still with a storm in your head and some brand new boy in your bed. That place you dream is as cold as ice, and you're alone there tonight. You yearn for your place and for your turn. You cried so much that your eyes start to burn. But you're too proud to say that this just ain't for you. And hell, it's something new.